All right, I wanted to do an update on how our training journey is going, where are we at, and how you can achieve this too. It's actually not that difficult what we've done, what we've learned, and what mistakes we would avoid. So let's start from the beginning. Where are we at? So I have two golden retrievers. They are littermates, and I highly discourage you to get littermates because, well, and you know what? For me, it was like, I think exactly what I needed. Because if I had not gotten littermates, I would have never searched for training. I would have never put the time and effort on training my dogs because I immediately put a level of challenge on myself that I guess I set myself to become a different person. I already knew I was gonna have to be a different person. I don't know if this makes sense. Like, you know how sometimes, like, when you don't know how to tie your shoes and then you can tie your shoes without even thinking about it? Or like how when you start driving, it's like a completely like, oh, the blinker and the windshield wipers, where's that? But then suddenly you're this type of person that can be like even watching a little video or like hopefully you're not doing that, but I know a lot of people do. Or like you're on a phone call with somebody, with your mom, and you're having this full, or sometimes this happens that you're driving and you get to your destination and you don't remember how you got there, but you're there. It's like we can do things so automatic, but it's like we're not anymore the type of person that cannot drive. Now you're the type of person that can drive. So it's kind of like that with dog training. Like, you know, you can become the type of person that trains your dog and then knows how to train your dog, especially in a positive way, which is that's what I love doing, like positive reinforcement, because that's really, well, this is a conversation for another subject, but it is the best way to build a long lasting, well, the best way I've found to build a long lasting building behavior. And it's not only like what I say. I encourage you, don't just listen what you hear in the internet. Don't just like listen to me because I'm saying this. Go and do your research. Go and figure out, like, go and like look it online, look it in books. It is scientifically proven the most ethical and best way to build a behavior, because people, probably the only reason why you're watching this video is because you want to. Either you want to learn something, you want to see something, entertain or something, you want to watch this video. If somebody was forcing you, like, I'm sure there's people like your mom or your dad or a friend, like, oh, you have to watch this, and they're trying to get you to watch something, but you just don't want to watch it, you know? So it's the same with our dogs. If we can teach them how to want to do the things that we want them to do, it's like a combo. It's like, for example, when you want to go, if your dog likes swimming, or sorry, if your dog likes your car and they hear the keys of the car and you want to take your dog somewhere, isn't it amazing when your dog wants to go and you want to take him? It's just like beautiful. Or when you want to take your dog in a walk and your dog is like, oh, here's the leash, and they're just excited. That's what a relationship with your dogs can be like. And not only with your dog, when you understand this like positive reinforcement and like building behaviors, you can apply it on anything, literally anything, with your husband, with your kids, with your dogs, with your horses, with your employees, or with your boss, with the person you just met. This is not just like, oh, this random girl talking about this. Read about it. Like, you're gonna see it in Forbes. You're gonna see it. I don't know if you've heard Leila Hormozzi. She speaks a ton about this, but in the business world. Anyways, it's becoming really popular in animal training too. I know, like, for example, horses. Like, I have a couple horses, and riding is mainly like a little bit of aversive methods, but it's starting to become a lot more positive reinforcement. Like, you see a lot of people doing it, and it's great. Anyways, okay, let's keep going on what have I learned. Let's bring our boy Jax over here so you can see him. Let me show you a couple things that we do. Jax. I don't think that was in frame. Oh well, we might have to cut that little section out. Let me go further out. I don't think you can hear me that far away, so I'm not gonna talk, but let's show you. Break. Sit. Break. And go left. There we go. Okay, and I don't know if you could see, it's a little super side note, but I might cut this part. But in that little section, Jax sniffed. His nose has like really been developing lately. Like puppies, when they're little, they can only sense so much, and as they grow, it's like they start discovering the world. They start discovering their senses. They start hearing new things, seeing new things. So I think Jax lately has been really discovering his nose. So he's catching scents, and in there you could see he caught a scent and he ignored my recall. So what I did is I stopped the reinforcement. I went and whatever he was sniffing, I stopped him from sniffing that. I asked him for a sit, and I asked him, okay, make a choice. Are you gonna come with me, or are you gonna go sniff that? If he decided to go sniff that, I'm gonna go get him away, again from that sniffing, and I'm gonna get him further and further away to where deciding to come with me is the easiest decision to make for him. And I'm gonna reward that, of course, because then eventually with more and more repetition, it's the subconscious, like we were talking about driving, it's the automatic, oh, I come to her, no matter the distraction, I come to her. So that's what we're trying to build, okay? And every time like we fail, it's a beautiful opportunity to take note of it and think, oh, because here's the thing, dogs do not learn like humans. Dogs learn more like in pictures. Like it's like, for example, if you learn to sit, say the dog, you're the dog. If you learn to sit in the living room, doesn't mean the same if you're in the kitchen. It's a different picture. So sometimes, but of course, after doing it several times, your dog starts to generalize it. That's the term, generalizing. But it takes a while for our dogs. And it's different for every dog. A dog might need 10 pictures, you know, like sitting in the kitchen, sitting in the living room, sitting outside. And then you think your dog knows it, your dog understands it, but then you go to like a dog park and you ask your dog to sit. Suddenly, this is a completely different picture. Mom, I have never trained with other dogs, with all these smells, all these people. So it's a different picture. So that's what we need to understand. We when we say like, oh, my dog knows this, he's just blowing it off. If he knew it, he would be doing it, right? Or he might, maybe. He just doesn't have enough value for it. Like he has, okay. Well, anyways, we could talk about that for hours. But we were gonna talk about what have we learned? We have learned a lot of what I've been sharing with you, that dogs learn in pictures, that confidence is your best friend. Like a dog that's scared, here's the thing, our brains, just like animal brains, have different sections, different parts, and one part of our brains is, it's like the survival brain. Like when you are scared, when you are in survival, what are the things that would be happening? Like when, say for example, if you feel like, oh my God, I'm about to die, like you're in survival. So what would have to happen for you to feel in survival? Probably a T-Rex chasing you, or probably like, I don't know, a tiger in front of you, you're like, forget the makeup, forget my hair, forget what type of car do you drive, you just are like survival, right? So it's the same with our dogs. If they do not feel safe, they cannot learn. So why is this important? Because safety can have different levels. Here's Jax. Let's see if you can see him on a big jump. Also, do you think you can reach here? Oh, good boy. Okay. So when our dog has confidence, what it means is he's not feeling in like survival, like, okay, I'm gonna get better at explaining this, but when your dog feels safe, they feel safe to try new things. So, when you ask them for a sit and they've never done it before, if they feel safe, it's most likely that they're gonna offer a sit, they're gonna offer a lay, they're gonna offer more things, they're gonna trust, they're gonna have fun, they're gonna be playful in the training. That's why confidence is so important. And when you have confidence, like when a dog has that confidence on a behavior like sit, oh, I know how to do it, I can do a sit here. And the thing with punishment is that you lose that confidence. So that's part of why you do not want to use punishment, because it's like money in your piggy bank. Every time you use punishment, you're withdrawing from the confidence piggy bank. Okay, so it's less likely that he's going to electric fence. Jax! There he comes. We do not want him losing his confidence being outside near the horses, because he used to be scared of the horses. Okay, so confidence, we covered that. Another big one is that safety is number one. So teaching your dog recall, coming to you, super important. And let's go ahead and teach you these 3 games that are super, super helpful for you, super easy. So number one is just teaching your dog that you holding them or coming, like being near you, is a good thing. Because I don't know if you've ever seen, I've seen people try to grab their dogs and the dogs just run away from them. So what you want is your dog that as soon as they see your hand or you going for the collar, they come to it. So it's a really simple game. Jax, come here. So that's game number one. It really is just going out, reaching for your dog's collar, getting the collar, and then giving a cookie. It's like, it's the order of, it's like, for example, when you hear the bell of the ice cream truck, first you hear the bell, and then you know, ooh, ice cream. So it's the same. First you grab the collar, then you give the reward, okay? So then game number 2, we're gonna teach your dog. This is super fun. It's a hand target. There's a way to shape it, but the easiest way is you give your dog a cookie in your hand, and then you do that a couple times. And then when you put your hand out with no cookie, your dog is automatically gonna go sniff, like gonna approach the cookie. When he does, you put a cookie in your hand and you give it to them. And then eventually you raise your standards, your criteria. So you wait until the dog actually touches your hand, and then you reward at the hand. It's very important you reward the hand. Okay, so I wanna show you what it looks like. And then the game number 3, this is actually a super fun way. I'm gonna teach you to teach your dog to sit. Well, I taught my dog to sit with a kennel. It was like a game of the kennel, how to stay in the kennel. I have a video actually for this. But if your dog knows how to sit, it's super fun to do this, because you see your dog actually thinking. And it's a way to shape your dog. With shaping, like, really activates the brain because it gets the dog thinking. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your cookies, and I'm just gonna show you how it looks like, and then I'm gonna explain, okay? So I wasn't telling my dog to sit until the end, but it's kind of how you can first teach your dog, like, oh, I am expecting you to sit. Like, first I gave him a couple cookies, and then it's like, you're withholding the cookies. So then waiting for a response of your dog. So he's like, how do I earn another cookie? Okay, maybe I will sit. And they sit and you reward immediately. So they're like, next time they're gonna offer it quicker and quicker and quicker. And now you have a fast sit. So the next time when you know your dog is probably already about to sit, when you start running and all that, I have a release word. Before my dog starts moving, I say break, and then he starts moving, okay? So that's another video that I'm gonna make. But so once you know your dog is about to sit, you can say sit, and that's how you build a fast sit. So it's kind of fun. Go have fun with your dog. Let me know if you like this kind of video. It was raining, and I just came outside to watch the rain. I figured I'd make a video because I love making videos. I hope I can help you with your dog, like with these little videos, because I know when I started, it was overwhelming, like trying to find material, trying to find a clear and fresh perspective of how and what actually is dog training. And it really, all it is communication. It's like a dance of, like, you know, when you're a dance, I mean, you can dance alone, but like a couple's dance, it's like one person leads, another person follows. If the person didn't follow, then you see, oh, why didn't they follow? And like a dog, like any kind of leadership, there's different kinds of leadership. You know, there's dictatorship, like I forget the name, but then there's the type of leadership where you inspire others and you want them to grow. It's not like do it because I say so. It's more like do it, like follow me because you want to follow me, you know? Follow me because you want to go where I'm going, not because you have to follow me. And it's like, there's a quote from Jim Rohn that I love for dog training, like just the approach of it. He says, don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Walk beside me, which is kind of how we like our dogs to walk. Walk beside me and be my friend, which is really, in reality, at least for me, that's why I have dogs. That's kind of why I do this whole thing, because I want to have a beautiful relationship with my dogs. I want to grow together, live beautiful experiences together, and, you know, have our best life and it's a friend. Our dog, well, for me, our dogs are part of our family. They're like a best friend to me. And it's just, I don't know, they're beautiful, beautiful, magical animals. If you give them an opportunity and a chance to, I bet you they're dying to learn. I mean, they're not dying, but they're gonna have so much fun learning with you. So try these games, let me know if they work, if you like them, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye bye, I'm covered in dog food. Bye bye.